Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good day or night. I had a pretty good day. It was really rainy, so I couldn't really go out and do anything like I usually do on my Sundays. So I had a lot of screen time, which I'm not very proud of, and I'm feeling like the after effects that has on like my mental health right now. But not anything like crazy. I just, when your brain kind of feels like it's rotting a little bit. Um, but yeah, what I'm talking about today is the concept of fulfillment and how I've found that it's more of a state of being that comes from our inner world rather than something that comes from our outer world. Meaning, like, fulfillment doesn't actually come from achievements or successes or, things that you think will make you happy, It's just when we get these things that or when we've reached these goals that we've created for ourselves, we allow ourselves to finally be happy rather than allowing ourselves to be happy right now because, I don't know, we are inherently worthy of that contentness and of that infinite happiness already. Like, we all deserve that from the moment we're born. But for some reason, we set these expectations for ourselves. We set these almost impossible goals, or that's how some people are. They set these almost impossible goals and tell themselves that life isn't going to start, or I'm not going to be happy, or truly feel like I've lived until these things happen, which just isn't true. And honestly, when you're stuck in that mindset of just, only living for the future, then once you achieve your goals, there's just going to be another goal to reach. There's always going to be another dragon to slay, or there's always going to be another mountain, word to Miley Cyrus. But yeah, it's the reason why we have like these power hungry politicians and billionaires who have more money than any person could spend. I think I read some statistic. It was like you need like it would take like 500 years or something to spend $1 billion if you like spend like over $1 million each day or something. That do not quote me on that. I literally just made that up, but there's some statistic like that out there that basically says like there's no reason that someone should have $1 billion. And so, but it's like, so why do people want to be billionaires? Well, it's because that's the ultimate state of power to them. It's just the ultimate greed, and where it comes from is just thinking that they'll be fulfilled once they get more. But you can have an infinite amount of money, but it doesn't matter, and people still want more. People are very insatiable because they don't know how to find the satisfaction within themselves. And it's also why we see, there's that spectrum of like super successful people who just want more and more. Or there's also the side of the spectrum where you have these very successful people who just seem like they want to live simple lives, and you see them dressed in such simple clothing, and I don't know, like they're not like looking for anything more, because I think they understand that it all comes from within, you know. I hope those examples make sense. But yeah, it's a very, very interesting topic, especially, and it's a hard concept to grasp, especially for young people. I mean, like, our entire lives are ahead of us. Like, it's almost as if it's everything that we have to look forward to. And, you know, I've definitely felt that. And don't get me wrong, it's ultimately a good thing to look forward to the future. Like, that is, like, I don't know, that is very important. But, you know, you can't let it blur your vision of what's in front of you right now. Like, I think about myself in high school a lot, where, like, my one dream was to, like, go to acting school and be in New York, and that was, like, the thing that was motivating me. And then I got here and I'm living it, and all of a sudden there's another thing that I want. That another thing that, I don't know, I tell myself that I won't be fulfilled until I have. You know, there's always something to complain about. There will always be something to talk shit about. Like, like, it's never gonna be perfect. And so it's always about your state of mind and your state of being and what you choose to focus on, you know. And this is why gratitude lists are so important. I've mentioned them so many times in my videos. You're gonna find that everything I speak about is all connected. Like, I'm kind of just saying the same things over and over again, but that's just because everything is connected, you know. But that's why it's so important to, like, really focus on the things that you love and feel grateful for and thankful for, because that is literally fulfillment. That is literally happiness. That is literally what we are all chasing, you know. Everybody wants something because of how they think it's going to make them feel. But what we don't realize is that we can make ourselves feel this way at any time, you know? Like, you can feel love at any time. You can feel fulfillment at any time. You can feel success at any time. You can feel, I don't know, whatever emotion you're chasing, it all comes from within you. We're all chasing contentness, and you can find that in the little things, you know. It's super cheesy, but it really is about the little things. And if you don't appreciate them, then you're not living. Like, I don't know. It's kind of just what life is made up of. It's all a choice, you know, and it's a hard choice when we've been taught to be a certain way, especially in our hustle culture, society, capitalist ideologies. Like, yeah, it's all romanticized, and I don't know, we're told that we can't feel happy or content or confident until we have certain things. But once we get those certain things, like, we get the hit of dopamine, but then it goes away, and then what's left, you know? I don't know. It's a lot of this stuff is, or a lot of society is based off of getting that hit of dopamine, you know, which isn't the happiness chemical that I've learned. Serotonin is the happiness chemical. Dopamine is actually the itch chemical, apparently. I mean, I'm not a scientist. Do not quote me. I heard this on a podcast. And so what that means is, like, dopamine is just the itch that you scratch. So it's like you withholding your happiness and contentness until you achieve a task. That is what dopamine is. That is why you feel accomplished when you cross something off your to-do list, or or just finish a task. And not to say that that you shouldn't do these things. You definitely should. Dopamine is a necessary chemical, but know the difference between like short-term gratification and long-term gratification. Because that long-term gratification is what fulfillment is. And it's hard to find, and it's kind of confusing, but I really hope that you let yourself live in the present moment truly and find the eternal happiness that is literally in this moment right now, that is at your fingertips, and we can find this in meditation and focusing on the people around us and just taking in everything. Like don't let it pass you by. Everything I say is so cheesy, but it's literally true. I'm trying to think if that's all that I have to say. This is a shorter video. Yeah. Fulfillment is a feeling, It's not something to keep from yourself. Even when you get the thing that you want, there's always going to be another thing you want. So don't think that when you get that thing, you will be happy. This is a very Buddhist saying, but it's true. Attachment is the root to all suffering. Desire is the root to all suffering. And, you have to learn to free yourself from that now and again and just give yourself permission to enjoy this moment. If you're going to take anything from this video, just take that. But yeah, I hope you got something from this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really, really enjoy making these videos, and I feel like I'm the most myself whenever I'm making these videos. Honestly, like on TikTok, I'm like this short form version of myself that I like dumb down to make it more not palatable but digestible for people. And like, I don't know, when I'm at school I'm quite different, and when I'm around different people I'm different, but this is literally just me, my camera, so I'm just being myself, and it means a lot to me that you watch these, and if you made it to the end, that means even more to me. And yeah, I hope I can help you in any sort of way. All right. Have a great night. Bye.